Evrything? I want to check them out one day. All right, bro. See you later, man. Oh.
Yeah. We are live.
Live right now. What up, world? What's going on, man? It's your boy JB.
Y'all ready?
You know what I'm saying? Hip Hop 1001. We here. You tonight. You know what I'm saying? With Mugga. He always come support the kids, man. Pre-Uncle Mugga. Look. One of his proteges right here. Go ahead.
Yo, it's
Come on, nigga. Come on, Nick.
Trouble. Tell me what you do.
I'm a rapper.
You know
My nigga was DJ Nick. I be DJing.
what?
Yeah.
All that. Talk to him.
He hop on a couple songs with me, but he a DJ.
Big facts. Tonight we going live on the Mother Cat mixtape. Here at Hip Hop 1000. Uncle Man.
I rap the piece of the streets.
Come here. Pull up real quick.
Hip Hop 1001.
Yo, let's pull up real quick.
And now they have a fun playing Undisputed.
Yeah.
Fella, we are downtown Bridgeport.
I want her to do
If
comedy
you
thing for Peace Week.
have a child, or know a child
There's always time things.
that is interested in making music,
Lavelle?
rapping.
Oh, I gotta get a ticket for tomorrow.
Tell him.
Tomorrow Saturday?
We got
Yeah, I gotta
rapping,
get a ticket for
beat
tomorrow.
Can right there. Talk to him.
rapping,
I missed it. I didn't get to see it.
producing, and
Oh, I'm going to see him tomorrow.
arts.
All that.
Yeah.
Here at
It had to
Hip
be.
Hop
He's dope.
1001.
Oh, it is?
Let
me talk to you.
This is our second studio.
Yes.
The other one is at our neighborhood house, 52 George E. Dickens Way.
Talk to him. I don't know.
I got a song out called First Day of School
Where they can find that at?
on YouTube, on We On TV. That's the channel.
You heard him? He said it's on where?
We On TV. That's the channel.
And we need you to like,
Comment,
share,
She's that good.
all that. Feel me?
watch the behind the scenes to it too.
She's phenomenal.
Yo, these dudes,
Yeah, June's
nice.
brilliant.
These dudes,
She's the one who be running
the future.
and all of them.
these dudes
She's the one.
probably better than you with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
June's
Straight up.
from the Stone Ridge.
You know, I ain't saying that because these is my boys, but these is my boys. And they nice, yo. I mean, so
No.
you might need some help.
No, we're not.
With your pin game.
No. But listen.
Come down here and holla at Big Cash. Yo. That was it. Oh, some bars, man. But at the very least, come down here, get some information. You know,
But we was cool. We was always
and
cool.
all that, man. You know what I mean? Get
Always
some
cool. But she
information,
looked
man.
out a few times.
Be informed. You know what I mean? This is
Hang out.
yeah.
Hang
We
out.
didn't get into the stress
Oh,
factor
wow.
because they
No,
wanted to make
no. So you live, yo.
Hang out right now. We hang out and have
But they
fun.
wanted to make
Make music.
She's
Do
supposed
anything you want to
do the
do.
first comedy show.
Now, since we live on this, right? I'm gonna go live right here.
So
So
my Peace Week. The first comedy show.
check
First
this
time happened
out.
with Chris and it was them two. They was
Right now, we playing Undisputed right now.
Hey, yo, this algorithm, right? This is another way you create algorithm. See how we live right now? I'm gonna go live on Facebook. Everybody go live on their joint and say, yo, check this out. Go to the Mother Cat mixtape. Go on. I mean, subscribe. Ding, ding, dong, dong, do, do, do. Shit. We for that. Alright, we gotta have our way.
Yeah, she's connected, bro.
That's what we gonna do.
She's good.
What up, y'all? We here, man. JB1, man. We got the fight going on.
Yeah.
Check out that Mother Cat mixtape live.
You can tell when a nigga's a hood baby. Come on, bro.
You heard?
Hey, look, though, we gotta fuck with the anti-back.
Cat Ryan in the building, you know what I'm saying? We out here.
Dave.
There you go, brother.
So what does that do?
Huh?
So what did that do?
Right now. Right, boom. Come on, wait, brother. Come over here, bro. What social media platforms are you on?
Facebook, Instagram.
Tell them. Tell them
Oh,
to find you at.
Facebook, Instagram,
On Facebook.
Snap,
You can find Uncle Ian at.
Peace in the Streets. Peace in the Streets. That's my program. I deal with the youth and adults. I help youth, of course, with the gang and group violence. I help adults, even if you still get in trouble. You shouldn't be getting in trouble, but if you still get in trouble, the age of 30, 40, I still help you out. I write letters for parole. I write letters for pardons. I'm somebody out here trying to do change. It's all about change, man. Because I was once one of those who was involved, so it's my job to fix.
Me.
Oh, you still get
Damn, look, check it out. When you was inside, like, do you mind giving the youth, whoever's watching, like, some insight of what goes on behind the gates and why they want to go behind the G wall?
Let's run that.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
tell you,
done
this,
I'm trying to body slam.
there's stories. I can give so many stories. Man. I have stories.
Oh,
for days. I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest with you. It's 15 years, so I have 15 years of stories.
15 years of stories.
But this is how I would sum it up. Because I go around and tell these stories all the time. But I'm gonna sum it up like this. An OG told me one time in prison, this what made me change my mindset of things. He said to me, he asked the question, do you have somebody out there you love? I said, yes, I do. I said, that's when I just had my daughter. I said, you have a daughter, love her, so on and so forth. He said, no disrespect, but in no way, shape, or form are you showing her that you love her. I said, what do you mean? How are you going to tell me? He said, because if you truly loved her, you would never have put yourself in a position to be taken away from her.
I know.
That right there changed my whole perspective on life. So I say to anybody out there that's in the street or involved with the negativity, if you really love the people that you say you love, your mother, your sister, your brother, your kids, if you really love them, stop putting yourself in situations to be taken away from them, because you'll no longer be there for them to love. But I have stories for days, but it's a lot. One other time, I would really want to sit down, and I would sit down with you and really do this and have a conversation about the prison life, about the street life, so on and so forth. I really would.
I mean,
but that's very important, man. You can't say that, you love somebody and you always put yourself in a situation and not be there. And that's why it woke me up. I had to be there for my daughter, so I made sure I did the things that I had to, because my first 5 years, I was lying. First 5 years in prison, I was lying. But I had to get my mind right. The old school dude, he was down, when he told me that, he was down 44 years already. So he allowed me, you know what I'm saying, to be awakened. He took me under his wing and started building.
I don't know, 44 years that he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna go. You go closing up shop now anyway, right?
Yeah, when you came in,
I'm gonna get moving anyway. You good?
how many years was he into his
Yeah, he was 44 years in.
He was 44 years in.
Good work.
44 years in. This man was 60-something years old, 67 or 70-something years old, and looked like he was 40.
Hey, what's up, man?
Working out, all that. He said if he had the opportunity, he would change.
Coming down,
That
Rod?
day.
Yeah, one sec. I'm bringing my PlayStation next week. I'll bring the TV. Gentlemen,
Peace.
pleasure.
44 years.
Bless, man.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, all the best, man. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. See you guys later.
For me.
But I would love to come on with you, man. Real talk.
Work. All right, so this is what I'll be doing. Right? I do from Monday to Fridays, right? Pardon me for today. That's what I'm on now. And yesterday, I mean, we all are humans. I mean, stuff like that. So we have things going on in our personal lives too. I mean, we try to keep you all updated as much as possible. But yeah, definitely, I would love to have you on live. I would love to either I'll come down and you come up or whatever, however we
I
do
come
it.
to you, all right?
You feel me? And yeah, man, definitely, man, because a deterrent is, I believe, is what's needed.
Mhm.
You feel me? To stop brothers from going in there, man. You know what I mean? First hand, like if I could tell you something on the outside and you don't believe me, all right, cool. Then you go in there, you're gonna see people like me and you. Let me tell you these stories. Deterrence. You know what I mean? So if I could tell you this here, if he could tell you this here, you know what I mean, why would you experience it there?
Yeah. If a youth, from what I see, it ain't no if. These are facts. This is affirmations. The youth today, they don't want to be in an environment where they're secluded. They want to be free. They love to be out. They love to be seen. They on social media. These are things that they need, right? They really don't need it, but they need it. So I say to a lot of them, like, imagine not being able to have any of this. Imagine not having any of that stuff. Imagine not being able to do what you want when you want to do it. You know, and a lot of this, honestly, to me, for the youth to start cultivating their mind to do positive things. A lot of it starts, and I think we had this conversation before. A lot of it starts with their parents.
Right.
A lot of it starts with their parents. If their parents is on the same level of thinking as them, what makes you think they're gonna grow?
You know he died.
You know what I mean? I had a parent that told me in another office, in an officer, because he was arrested. So, of course, I have my program. So a young man got arrested for driving a car that was used in a homicide. They could have arrested him for the homicide, but because
Like
he's in my program, the officer contacted me and was like, "Listen, I got one of your guys down here. I want to call his mother, but before I call his mother, I want to talk to you." You know what I'm saying? So I go down to the police station, go down there. He was like, "Listen, I'm going to release him into your program, but I'm gonna have his mother come down, but I want her to understand that, listen, he could have went down for something that he didn't do, but we're giving him a break." Right. So the mother come down. Make a long story short, the mother comes down. And I'm telling the mother, listen, don't argue with this cop. This cop is an asshole. Don't get me wrong. But I said, don't argue with this cop. Don't get into it with this cop. Just hear this cop out and let's go. The cop was explaining to her. The first thing she told this cop, she said, "You don't care nothing about our kids. How are you trying to take my kid from the greens, the only place he knows and he will always know?"
I don't know how to do that.
So that mother already limited her son, limited her child to the projects. Said that that's going to be his life. That's what it is. Now that kid is dead.
I don't know how to get out. Wait, how you watch you McIntyre?
So a lot of it goes on with the mother. You Bridgeport, so you know. A lot of these mothers are involved. A lot of these mothers are still acting as though they're people in the street.
Segments, man. Segments. You see, we just, you know what I mean? So, you figure, look,
I
man,
forgot he was acting about it.
this is one segment that could lead to another segment. That could lead to another segment. You know what I mean, the Mother Cat mixtape, like I said, it's about hip hop. It's about current events. It's about us, man. It's about us, y'all. Everybody tell you about where they from. You know what I mean? And y'all listen. Tell you about where we from. A lot of y'all are from where we from. So you might be too young or too old, or the same age. So if you're too young, you might not know. The same age, you know what I mean? And these topics, whatever, you might know about, your family members might know about. You know what I mean? Can be discussed, will be discussed. But it's always better coming from somebody who has been through
Experience.
You know what I mean? Who's went through You know what I mean? And, you know, there's a lot of people I know, you know, you know what I mean? Nobody knows that did time, you know what I mean? But can't tell their story. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of
there's people behind the G1 now.
Yep, that
Still
can't tell their story.
Can't tell their story.
A lot of them want to get it out. A lot of them, you know. Like me, I went in at 20, right? Came out 35. So I didn't realize, right, that trauma stuff is real. Okay. Right? So someone broke something down to me, man, with the trauma situation, right? So now, when you see something when you're younger, right? Say if you've seen somebody at the age of 5, or growing up, you always see somebody being murdered, right?
Let's slide this.
You always see somebody being murdered, right?
Yo, you know, yeah.
Hip Hop 1001.
You did.
Right? You always see somebody getting murdered, right? So if you constantly see this growing up, right, it takes an effect. It really does take an effect on you, right? Then if you constantly seeing, you know, you waking up in the morning, you might have just cereal with no milk, or you got to use that water. I did it before, you know what I'm saying? Or you got that back in the day, our era was the government cheese and all that stuff. You living broke, living poor, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. That's trauma. You don't even realize it, but it's trauma. So now the violent part, when you grow up, to protect yourself from being murdered, you start carrying a gun. The poor part, you don't want to grow up without food, clothing. You don't want to be talked about. You start hustling. You're not dealing with the trauma the right way. You understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with it the wrong way. You're actually doing exactly what it is that you seen being done. Now I'm carrying guns. Now I'm shooting. Now I'm hustling. Instead of dealing with what trauma. When I seen that person get shot, I should have had therapy. I should have had somebody dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? When I seen them people hustling and whatever, it should have been motivation for me. Instead of hustling, I should have got a job.
With things, you know, when we come from the hood, like they say therapy, stuff like that.
They think we'll figure it's crazy
or weak.
Yeah, or weak.
You know what I mean?
But the crazy thing is this, right? The field that I'm in now, I have to, I do case management, so I'm always dealing with people with mental health issues. And a lot of people say, well, nah, man, I don't have no mental health. I don't have no mental health. To be honest with you, every human being has mental health.
Right.
Because a form of mental health is depression, stress, trauma. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that we deal with, that's mental health. We just don't have, you have some people that have severe, you have some people that just have minute, you know what I'm saying? But we all have mental health. We all could talk to somebody. I call him a lot to vent.
Same here.
He called me.
That's our therapy, you know?
Feel me?
Therapeutic with each other.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's why, like today with the young men group that we have on Friday, I want them to chill. It's not about, we want to do music, but sometimes just play the game. Talk to the OGs, talk to us. They might be going through something that we've been through, or we seen more than them. We have more wisdom than them. So it's about us building with each other. That's what we had in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's like each one teach one. We was working with each other. We was building with each other, and that's the key right there. You know what I mean? And I'll call him. I'm going through something. He call me. He going through something, and we all here and all one. So that's a good thing. That's why I appreciate you coming out, man, because we've been in the mud since day one. So it's like you went your way. Like it's days that you dealt with dudes on a certain side of town. We came from where we was at. Then you went on a certain side of town. I went here, and it's like it's real. So when we all come together, it's still the brotherhood love, but you know what I'm saying, we went different routes after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to survive, we had to do what we had to do to live. You know, it's he did 15 years, you did your years, I did 0. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
And
That's
I'm
why I tell
glad.
the kids, it's not making me less of a man that I
Hell
haven't
no.
been through the system. I just got lucky.
He just didn't get caught.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, so it's like, you know, we survived it at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Let this be known. The people that will send you to jail and give you the time and this and the third, they do crimes too.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? They do crimes too. You don't think he blew a light to get to work, to get on the stand? You know what I mean? Somebody let him go. You know what I mean? My aunt, rest in peace, my aunt Connie. She worked for a farm. You know what I mean? My cousin went to Powell.
Well,
You know what I mean? Yeah. One of his mother's, her father was a state trooper. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, they would tell us certain stuff or whatever that, you know what I mean, that goes on that you would never believe. You know what I mean? So like those same people that will throw you under the bus, they commit crimes too, bro. They commit crimes too.
but we survive at the end of the day.
Definitely
you know?
that.
Some of us ain't make it out. You know, some of us ain't make it. We all know somebody that died over some BS that it could have been handled with a fist fight or whatever. But you know, certain dudes can't handle with them hands. They got to shoot. You know, so there's a lot of good dudes that die. You know, we all know a lot of good dudes that stand up dudes.
And I know rest in peace to, I don't know her name, but there's a little girl that passed away on Route 8, and I believe she went to Wilby or Waterbury.
Oh wow!
You know, she passed away on the highway. Condolences to her.
Yeah, we all go through a lot of trauma, man. You know,
Well, that's real though. But the point of it is that, as he was saying, a lot of us when we hear mental health or therapy, we think it's a crazy. Nah, man, that stuff is real, man. You really gotta, like you said, even if it's not going to a therapist, talk to somebody that you trust. Like real talk. You gotta get that out. Gotta get that out. And I feel that if these mothers, like as a Muslim, right, we pray 5 times a day, right? So, but one of the main prayers is the morning prayer, right? And there's a certain time, is the reason why there's a certain time you get up at that time. Because at that time, that's the most peaceful state in the whole world. If it's that time, you know what I'm saying? If it's 4 a.m., if it's 5 a.m., at that time, everything is still, even your body, because your body was rested. Wow. Everything in you, because your soul, it leaves when, it's dreaming, but your body is rested. Now it's time for you to get up. So at that time is the most vulnerable time for any human being. So I always say to a lot of the parents, that is the perfect time for you to go in there and talk to your son or daughter, because they're going to really give you their true self. They're going to be able to open up. They're not going to be in the state of like defense, because that's the time that their whole self is humble. That's the time you got to get in there and talk like, yo, listen, man, how you really feeling? Like I used to have these private groups, and a lot of these dudes that play with these guns and stuff like that, in these private groups, with the therapists and the ministers and stuff I had in there, they would cry. Literally, they was crying. Like literally crying so that they can get, because they was able to express themselves on how they really felt about their man dying or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if they don't have the opportunity to talk to their parents or talk to somebody to let those emotions out, they're not dealing with their hurt. They're just dealing with their anger. And their anger causes them to what? Go out and do retaliation. But if they dealt with their hurt, then they'll be able to understand, what happened. And at the same time, don't put yourself in that situation, because you'll be taken away from the people that you say you love. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of it. And you got to know when to talk to your child, man. Don't talk to them when they're on the high, when they intoxicated. You're not gonna get nothing. You're not gonna get nothing, man. and you said it, I think the last week, or E, one of y'all said it. They said, if a kid say to you, I,
You got it.
let it be I.
Let it be, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You got to know when to catch them, when to build.
You got to know when to fold them.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You have to, or you ain't gonna never get that shit right with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of these kids, they so, listen, I've had the thuggest thugs cry, bro. Thuggest thugs cry. I'm gonna have two dudes come here. One of the kids, back a few years back, I was with him in the hospital for a month straight.
Okay.
He made a decision. He was with his friends. One of his friends was being jumped. Well, one of his friends had a beef with somebody. He has no beef with nobody. But because he hung with this dude, you know what I'm saying? His friend had a beef. They came, seen him over there Central. They came to jump the dude. Of course, that's his man. He jumps in. But the one that they came for didn't get the repercussions. Him, the one that jumped in, the one that I dealt with, he got the repercussions because right then and there when he jumped in, he got shot in the head. He got shot in the head. So I get to the hospital, I'm there with him or whatever. His eyes are moving or whatever, but he still got the bullet in his head. Eyes is moving. So we're in the ER, whatever. So then now they're gonna rush him. So now I gotta talk to his parents. I gotta let his parents know, yeah, he is. I'm alive, but he's fighting. So we're up there in that waiting room waiting. He's doing, surgery, whatever. He got out of it. Thank God. We was in that hospital. I was in the hospital for a whole month. Every day, day going up there. So he ended up living, and I had him going around with me a few times, talking, speaking. You know what I'm saying? How me as his mentor, was helping him with those things. And then I got another young man. He was also shot up, and I stayed with him. He lived. You know what I'm saying? I'm having him to come.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Just to talk to him. And matter of fact, that kid that got shot in the head, he got a beautiful daughter, man.
Wow.
Matter of fact, JB, remember little short Lizette?
Yeah.
Her daughter is the mother of his kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yep, Lizette. Yep. And I was so happy when he had a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? He was always every once in a while he'll hit me up, he'd be like, yo, man, just and I'm not, and it's not me, it's all Allah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, yo, man, I feel I wouldn't have been alive if he wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Just being there.
Words, man. Presence. Things go a long way, man. You know what I mean? There's power in the touch.
Vibe, everything. Yep, man, that feels vibe.
In your hand right now, you feel me? Somebody's presence. You know what I mean?
Guys, we got to cut that off.
Definitely, man.
But yeah, so we definitely gonna do this, bro. I would like to do that. I like to build.
Today we winged it on the Mugger Cat mixtape and all that, and we are here, Hip Hop 1001.
DJ JB1, hit him up on his Facebook, DJ JB1. Hit him up on Insta. Hit him up on his website, Hip Hop 1001. He is an official DJ. Look him up. You want to book him for some stuff too?
Y'all ready?
Look him up, man.
If you want those classic bloody bridges,
yes, sir. Oh yeah, we about to do that. We got to put all them old bloodies out, man.
My crunch up top, power.
My brother for over 30 years.
You did.
Yeah.
We have hits. Trust me, yo. This thing what we doing, man. You know what I mean? The Mugger Cat mixtape, Hip Hop 1001.
You already know.
It's for the people. It's for y'all.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You did?
All right, say bye.
Peace out, MC Cash.
You know what the
See y'all later.
Alrighty.
Cash money. That's the way to end it, bro.
You know what the 1001 is.
You know what the 1001 is, Mick?
Tell him.
Hmm?
Tell him.
All right, think about it. You don't know what it is?
1001.
The alley is Main Street, 1001. All because of the alley. And there's 1001, more than 1001 uses for hip hop. But you know what I'm saying? That's a dog to the alley, baby. Where it all
Dog,
started.
The alley, man.
Only
Infinite
the
dialect.
original- Only the original.
Children of the sun.
You brought it.
You
back.
don't know. I do. That'll be another segment.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I remember the alley when that.
You feel me? Talk about where I'm from. I'm talking about where I'm from. You did. You know, where dudes came and were scared to come. And all that. But yeah. Ooh, the Muggle Cap season. Over here. The Muggle Cap mixtape. Y'all want one of those? Button 3, you know what? Yonder. Your stream. Yeah.